Have you ever wondered if your heart was too big? Do you take on the suffering of the world as if it's your own? Have you wondered if the only way you'll achieve true peace of mind is to care less or to feel less? Welcome, my friends, to the world of hyperempathy. Octavia Butler, famed Black science fiction writer, coined the term hyperempathy in the 1980s to describe the condition of being immobilized by the pain and the suffering of others because you feel it so profoundly and so deeply within yourself. I've been a hyper empath for as long as I can remember, frankly, before I even knew it was a word. And it's probably why I became a social justice lawyer. I had this ambition to try to end suffering, try to make things better for everyone. And I continue to feel profound grief and frustration when I encounter obstacles that I can't solve, problems that, based on the sheer size, are beyond my reach. Be it the growing backlash against trans people in this country, or war in the Middle East, or the discrimination to incarceration pipeline affecting so many communities of color. Now, if you're a hyper empath like me, at this point in the conversation, you're probably feeling very, very seen. Perhaps even a little too seen. And if you're completely lost, congratulations, your emotions are not a runaway train. Suffice it to say, hyperempathy can be a very mixed bag. And if you need any more proof of that, check out the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, like I did 15 times. That's our secret. Joe Butapaki, the queer, multiversal villain, emo, lesbian style icon who turned an everything bagel, you heard that right, an everything bagel into a world ending doomsday device because she felt too much and it broke her? Yeah, that's hyper empathy for you. And there is a real slippery slope to Netflix despondency and nihilism if you don't rein it in. I found that out the hard way. Now, look, as a social justice lawyer hyper empath, not every day is bad. Some days we're getting $5.1 million verdicts for clients who faced terrible forms of workplace discrimination. Sometimes we're bringing trans community members home. Some days the world does feel like it's arcing towards justice. And then there's all the other days. The days where the world's problems feel insurmountable and I have to surrender to all that I can't control through sheer will and legal writing alone. And in those moments, my grief has been profound. Moments like the one we're in. I felt my heart breaking over and over again every time I look at a news headline. And earlier this year, when those feelings are really coming to a head, I did something pretty unexpected to everyone I know, my wife and dear friends included. I went on a silent retreat, a silent yoga and meditation retreat with 3 Jules. And let's just say that I'm not great at sitting still, and I am never silent. If you don't believe me at this point, Google boycott Prada. That'll be enough receipts right there. Now, going into this retreat, I had only meditated a few times before, and the only thing I can tell you is it was the best nap I've had in my life. And so, going into this retreat, kind of was giving meditation the side eye, expecting it, at best, would be adult nap time, and at worst would be adult nap time with me snoring really loudly in an embarrassing way. But alas, I ended up having some of the most beautiful, unexplainable experiences on the meditation cushion. I found myself being transported to tropical paradises, surrounded by all of the people that I've loved and lost, gathering around me, giving me wisdom and encouragement. And yeah, I ended up not sleeping but weeping. Not the sad kind, but the euphoric kind, because I was so overcome by what I was able to produce as refuge within my own mind. Fast forward 6 months later, and I'm back at Three Jewels, and I'm completing a 200-hour meditation teacher training. And I have a daily meditation practice for the first time in my life. And it continues to offer me these beautiful and unexpected riches. Most notably, meditating daily and making it a routine has allowed me to create spaces of refuge for myself in my own mind. And also, it's allowed me to begin to see that the suffering of the world does not have to equal suffering in my mind, that it's possible to decouple them in ways that actually, in my mind, don't constitute spiritual bypassing, but actually tools and strategies to build my own resilience. Meditation has become such a resource in my life. I feel called to offer it to others, particularly burnt out justice worker types. Why? Because if we're able to get on the cushion without perfectionism, without our usual need for immediate gratification, and can just commit to making meditation a routine, it can be a beautiful tool, dare I say, chicken soup for the burnt out justice worker's soul. So, does hyper empathy have you down? I've got some news for you. First, you don't have to abandon your social justice career, all of your worldly possessions, and become a professional coconut shaver, ice cream scooper on a beach somewhere. Although that sounds delicious, I will not judge you if you make that choice. Second, you don't have to shrink your capacity to care. Instead, in addition to hiring an excellent therapist, you just have to summon the ancient tool of meditation to create spaces of refuge within your own mind so that you can be your own steady thing. So, won't you come meditate with me?